don't like what you're reaping, start sowing things that are better, and you'll start reaping things that are better. If we sow to the flesh, well, you know what we're going to reap? We're going to reap corruption. See this over in Galatians chapter 6 and verse 8. For he who sows to the flesh will of the flesh reap corruption. The things that don't produce anything that's good. And this, by the way, comes from a fleshly frame of mind. It's going to come out of the passions of the sin, well, ultimately the sin nature that we have. Romans chapter 7, verse 5, for when we were in the flesh, the sinful passions which were aroused through the law were at work in our members to bear fruit to death. It's interesting that he uses the word sinful passions here instead of sinful desires, because passions do relate to desires, but passions is also a word that crosses over to suffering, because if you're not doing these things, it actually can cause you suffering because you really want to do them. Well, the things of the law would try to produce these things where somebody wanted to do something and really wanted it, but they couldn't produce that. Paul calls it, he actually uses covetousness. Like, I don't want to covet, and why am I coveting everybody? Now, remember, coveting is not just in the mind. Coveting is action. The Mosaic Law does not deal with what's going on in the mind. It deals with your actions. When it says, thou shalt not covet, it means don't be taking somebody else's stuff. And now, of course, in that's not theft. What you're doing is you're manipulating the situation so you can get it from them. So take what they actually have. It's very much an unrighteous kind of thing to do. Okay. Of course, this comes from a fleshly frame of mind. Romans chapter 8 and verse 6 talks about this. For to be carnally minded is death. Though carnally minded, that relates to the flesh. And your minded means the frame of mind. So this is what you're kind of focusing on. You're all about the flesh. It's all about how much money you have, the benefits that you have related to here on earth, and things related to pleasing the flesh. That's what it's all about. That's where your mind is framed.